I'm so sorry for the delay, but I'm here now, and that's what matters. We're going to do your reading. All right. We're going to just get some general cards out for the random for the moment, and then we're going to start heading into money, love, and family. But let's just pull out what we have, just so we give some people some time to come in. All right. What do we have for the general collective? Hi, Raquel. Hi, KB. Hi, guys. So this is just random. Hi, Jesse. Okay. So just real quick, random, what I see coming out before we get into everything is things are changing, but they're not going in the direction you honestly wanted them to go in. It still requires work, time, and patience. I feel like you are going to get your change. You are going to get what it is you're seeking, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. I'm thinking maybe 5 to 6 weeks. This feels like a challenge. This feels like a struggle. And you feel kind of defeated in a sense. But the universe is saying, hey, listen, it's solid, it's grounded. You're coming out of a very bad situation. You're coming out of rejection, abandonment, and struggle. And things are going to get better. So hang in there. Hang in there. Literally, that's what's being asked right now for whoever's really having a hard time. It looks like you're going to have a reconciliation. You're going to come together with someone you've been fighting with, you've been having some problems with. You guys are going to make up because it's not over. They're not ready to move on from you. They don't want you to move away from them. They don't want you to get over them, okay? So somebody's like, wait, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to move. I don't want you to leave. Let's fix things. And again, this is coming within about 2 months. So you're going to have to ask yourself a few hard questions. Can I wait? Can I have the patience I need? What do I need to do to go within myself to find the strength that I need to withhold myself here? Thank you so much, KB, for the $20. I appreciate that more than anything. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So this is just kind of generally what's coming out, especially if you guys have Pisces and Taurus that you're really dealing with. This is really going to be a strong little bonus message. All right, now that we got some people in here, let's get started on the money, love, and family situation. Okay. All right. Hi, Peaches. And we are going to get to all my subscribers, my members on my website later today. I'm sorry for the delay on your readings. You guys saw my last video. I had an urgent emergency. I had to leave in the middle of my video. And I'm so sorry. Thank you for your understanding. But it's been dealt with and I'm back. I also got shingles. So this has been really fun. All week I've had shingles and it's on my back and it just hurt. And it was no rash. It was just pain. It was smooth skin, red and hot and just painful. I don't know. I'm taking some medication now, but I've just had a lot go on. Not to mention I fell when I ran outside to deal with my emergency. So I hurt my ankle and that's been hurt all week. It's just been awful, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay, Spirit, please guide and direct me right now with these cards. Please show us what we need to see, what needs to be known. Help us to make good decisions. Help us to know what we need to do, and help us to see what's been done behind our backs, what's been said behind our backs. Show us the conversations we haven't seen. You've only been present, Spirit, not us. Show us and reveal to us the truth. Shingles come with a lot of stress. Well, that explains a lot, Peaches. I've been under a lot of stress. financial stress, family stress, school stress with the kids, health stress. Oh my gosh, that explains so much. All right. Spirit, let's go ahead and get into money. Spirit, show me what the collective needs to see for financials. All right, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. The overall bottom line energy for your financial situation, you are going to get a new beginning. All right, this is a guarantee. This is a promise. This is the universe saying, hey, I want you to get excited. I want you to get passionate. I want you to start feeling the energy pick up, because very quickly, may not be super fast, but very quickly in the eyes of spirit, you're going to have a new beginning and a fresh, exciting new start with money. All right. So next week, okay, this is over this upcoming week. There's a message that's delayed. It's taking some time. Thank you, Miriam McGriffin. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for my super chat. That means a lot, Miriam. Wow, you really went out of your way. May you be blessed tenfold for that message. I'll give you a little card here, a couple cards here at the end of the video, because that's a really generous gift. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put Miriam and KB. All right, I'm gonna get you guys a little message here at the end. I appreciate you. So this delayed financial blessing, okay? Now, this is an email, most likely. An email, or it could be paper mail, but it's not coming in when you thought. Unfortunately, you're going to have a victory when it comes in, but there's some patience here. It could be 6 weeks. I'm not even kidding. Well, we're going to say 1 week to 6 weeks just to be safe. But yeah, a week to 6 weeks feels for you like a major issue when it comes to money, because you expected it this week. You expected it now. You wanted resolve. You wanted answers. You wanted that check, or you wanted that notification that whatever was coming is going to come in. And it's like, okay, calm down. You're going to get it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But this is all what's coming up this week. Whenever you get this notification, like this is going to be an email, hey, we're going to send you a response. We're going to honor our agreement. We're going to give you that loan. We're going to increase whatever. You're going to get notification, but it may take a little bit of time for it to like show up. But you are going to get notification. So you're going to have a win when it comes to money this week. Wow, another reversal. So karmically, we have the Four of Cups in reverse and this beautiful Wheel of Fortune in the upright. This is your karma. Karma is getting what you deserve. Karma is reaping what you've sown. Karma is not a punishment. It's really just results of your actions, okay? And it shows here that your karma shows a lot of disappointment, a lot of frustration and suffering that went into your life financially. And the universe is like, you've paid the price. You've paid the dues for your suffering. It's solid. And now we're going to bring in some kind of a divine blessing. Okay. So there is a financial win here. This could be a big win for some of you guys. And this could be like the lottery. For some of you guys, this is just that raise, that career choice, that job. There's just something that comes in that just makes life easier, finally gets you moving, finally gets things flowing for you. This is good movement in the right direction. And I just feel like you've been hurt so much by financial problems. I feel like you've helped a lot of people, but they've never come in to help you. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's definitely time for you to karmically revisit some past financial decisions. You may need to say yes to an opportunity that you previously said no to. Fours can definitely indicate a time to like just stop, be still, and reflect. Make sure you're not too defensive and you are open-minded because you don't want to block this Wheel of Fortune progress. The universe really wants to show up for you in your favor. The universe wants to give you some luck with money. And it seems like finally that's about to happen. And there's a circumstance or an opportunity that's going to show up in your life karmically. And it's going to help you achieve a goal you've been wanting. If you've been in a slump, remember that wheel keeps on turning and things are about to change. Things are going to turn around for you financially. The person that had money over your head, and they could be a Taurus, but the person that was holding money over your head was overspending your money or not spending wisely or not investing in you. This could be a younger person, but they're gonna be forced to suffer the consequences of not helping you out financially. This boss or this person of authority who was actually very toxic to you and took advantage of you financially, they're about to get a message that they don't want to hear. They're going to get dealt with by the universe of all things, and it's going to make them suffer financially. They may have to end up owing you money or paying you money. This is a stubborn and stingy person. They focused way too much on materialism, material gain, more than they ever did in your relationship. This could be your parent. This could be your friend, a sibling, a partner, a brother, a sister, a son or daughter. I mean, you name it. This could be no one of relation, just someone important to you. But they did not focus on the relationship. They just focused on what they could get out of you or what they could get out of life in general. And rather than this person being kind and considerate and having regard for you and your family, they were just selfish. And this person expected to take too much from you. There's also someone in your life that maybe thinks that you want too much from them. You're asking for too much. But the universe says they're not asking for too much. Choices. We all have choices. My stepdad used to tell me all the time, we all have choices. Take responsibility for your choices. You could have made a different choice, but you made this choice. So now you're going to have to take responsibility for that choice. Okay. Well, it can be turned around. To the person that gives you the advice, it could be on them this time. Choices. You didn't have to make those choices, but you did. And now it's turned around. So this is just a reminder of someone making choices and having to pay for that. And since we're doing a reading about money, we're going to say they have to pay for that quite literally. This means they don't get to keep something, they have to give you something. So when the Page of Pentacles comes reversed, it definitely talks about somebody reluctant to put in the effort or give the money required. They lack commitment and they've been putting this off. So it feels like someone owes you money, but they've been putting it off. And that's what you've been waiting on here. They've become so hyper-focused on details, like exact penny amounts and details, that they've become stuck. But they're going to have to let it go because karmically, they're just going to have to pay the piper. It's kind of what I'm hearing. Pay the piper. Let's see where all this is headed. Spirit, where is all this headed? Financially, for my group that's watching. Please show me the money situation. Show me where the money is headed. Okay. So we have moonlight in the reverse, followed by ghost lands. And look at that. Looks like the Wheel of Fortune, doesn't it? Okay. There's been too much analyzing financially, and this has been getting a lot of people nowhere. Stop overthinking things. You may be exhausted from second guessing yourself all the time, and you lose your footing. Are you insecure about your ability to make good choices? Step back and regroup and enter into a more trusting relationship with the flow of life. Don't become overly concerned about perceived mistakes, okay? Because we all make them. How will you learn to dance if you don't occasionally have a misstep? On the moonlit pathways, you can discover love and truth and wondrous things. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. So go play, have fun, and stay open and trust. So I think when it comes to money, you've been highly worried. And obviously very focused on details, like maybe you need to know exactly how much is coming your way to make a certain decision, and you just don't have all the answers. It's driving you crazy. Perhaps you're just waiting for that clarity, that moment where it's all clear, it all makes sense. But if you think about the moon in reverse, it's like a mystery. And it's like things are being unraveled, being discovered. So again, this kind of goes to our general message in the beginning. Have patience. I know you hear this probably all the time. It's so old. But seriously, have some more patience. Just relax. I don't think you need to rush and make any decisions right away. It's all going to make sense. So delays are here, but so is wealth. So is financial blessings here. Jupiter is going to bless you financially, if that means anything to you in your chart right now. Jupiter is about to bless you financially in a really good way. When it comes to the bottom line energy, the ghost lands, this kind of just describes the energy that you've been in financially. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the present here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely does the present and the future match up exactly. The enchanted map says this is your story, and the future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, and you can take some measured steps towards that future dream, but these steps are important right now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit tough lessons you've learned, but don't live there. You're not there anymore. Live fully in the present. This is the moment and the place that you need to put your attention. So this is just like, yeah, let's remember to be here and now. If you're planning on moving to like a whole new house and you haven't found the house yet, and you don't know if you want to live in the state or a different state, this is reminding you to still love the house you're in. Because nothing's packed, nothing's set in stone. You don't know where you're going yet. There's no footing there. So it's just reminding you to still enjoy your home right now. That's the present. That's just an example. another message about money. I think I'll be using the Witch Cozy Tarot. Show me the money. Show me the money. Okay. Bottom of the deck, when it comes to money, you and someone are going to be partnering up together to make more money, or to like just settle your financial situation. It's going to take a team. It's going to take two people. It's not going to be a single independent thing. So maybe that's going to bring some clarity that you're not going to be alone. You are going to have a love partner, or you're going to have someone that you love that is a partner. But together, you guys are going to be able to achieve what it is you need financially. And the card that comes out is another two of Swords. This time they're in the reverse. It says there's some indecisiveness that's been kind of holding you and your partner back. It's what choice to make. And in this case, you better go with your head. You better go with your head rather than your heart. Because all things considered, which path seems more logically sound to you? Wow, that was really important. I think you've been listening to your heart a lot when it comes to money. Maybe trying to use your intuition. Maybe thinking of others more than yourself, and thinking about what's good emotionally, not financially or investment-wise. But according to this reading, when it comes to money, the best thing you can do for your financial situation right now is to sit tight, let the universe turn the wheel, and make the decision that is logical and sound financially, not something that feels like a whim or anything like that. Just a wise investment, a wise career choice, a wise house to get involved in, a wise business, a wise partnership. Just think of it as a money return. What does that look like? You know, how does it come back to you? So you're going to have to just be wise about it and speak up about what's your best interest as well. I know you and your partner are here together, but this is a time for you guys to love one another and be in this together, but be wise about it. Be smart stewards of your money. So what do the fortune cookies want to say about money? Deception. A lie has speed, but truth has endurance. The devil is in the details. It's not what it seems. All right. Well, when it comes to money, someone is trying to fool you. This could be in a contract. Someone may try to lie to you in a contract. If someone has lied about finances, sure, their lie was quick and it got them something that they wanted very hastily. Somebody took something of yours or sneaked around and got something of yours, or paused something, or created some kind of drama. with money. And it's just saying, yes, I know that was quick and they got what they wanted quickly. And even though their lie got them what they wanted quickly, it will not endure. Their lie cannot withstand the test of time, because truth has endurance. So they may have gotten away with something in the short game, but in the long game, they have not gotten away with it. That's what I'm getting. And I think the proof is in the details. I feel like there's something someone has overlooked. A minor detail that proves your point. It proves something for you financially. It shows your side. And they quickly overlooked it. They didn't pay attention. They weren't cautious. They didn't proof edit something. And it went out. And it was like, okay. Haha. But someone read the document. Somebody overlooked something. They proofread it. They found the error. Yeah, they're not going to get away with it. And I hope to God, and I don't think it's my collective, but if it's you that's tried to get away with something financially, it will not go through. Yeah. Let's clarify this financially. Back to the good old times. Ready, willing, and able. See, this is that Six of Cups energy again. Somebody wants to go back to the way it was financially. Because they don't want to pay the big money. And they're going to tempt you. They're going to say, you know what, on second thought, let's not ruffle these feathers. Let's not. How about we just go back, take a few steps back, and let's retalk this thing. Let's redo this. This is like someone getting ready to go through a divorce. And they're all gung-ho about it till they learn financially. The court says, oh, you're going to be paying this much in child support, and you're going to be paying this much in alimony, and you're going to be paying half of whatever you've owned, and you're going to have to sell the estate to divvy it up or whatever. And now it's like this person's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Let's pause here for a minute, please. Can we talk about this? Can we do a mediation? I don't think we need to go through with this divorce. Or I think we could work out things a little bit more amicably. Let's just have a mediation. Let's talk about it. Let's be friends. Let's get back to the roots of who we were when we first met. Let's remember that. Let's remember who had what and who bring what to the table. Like, come on, don't do this to me, and it's like, nope, someone had poor judgment. You made a choice. Like I said earlier, something about choices. Someone here made a choice. They lied, and the lie was fast and quick, and it had speed, and it got what they wanted. But the truth has endurance. There's some situation that stood the test of time, and it was in the details. And they're just going to have to deal with it. They're going to have to step out of their comfort zone to deal with the choices they've made. And the guys, this could have everything to do with a divorce or separation of some sort. I feel financially this has something to do with a relationship. Somebody is hurting financially, but I can tell you, I don't think it's my collective, because you got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You got the Six of Wands in the upright. And in the first reading we did when we came in, you got the Hanged Man, and it was like, wait, there's a lot of wands that are in action, but they're not in play yet. So just give it some time, because this is building up. And I honestly want to say financially, someone has quickly gotten through something, but and it could be someone quickly went through your taxes and they said something too quickly, but they didn't pay attention to the details, and you're actually getting more than what the tax person said, or there was some kind of mistake. I don't know. So it could be that for some people too. Give me a clarification card, please, for the money financial situation. So discontent and boredom. See, it's that 4 cups. It was also in reverse. I'll leave it there, but we had that right here when it comes to money. So 2 4 of cups in the reverse. And somebody does not want to be at conflict with you because they feel that you've defeated them, which you probably have. Conflict and defeat. It means that someone had to learn the hard way, and their overall being is going to be affected. But it was their choices. You can't fix that for them. That's their problem. This is a time where you've experienced stagnation, discontent, and boredom, feelings of restlessness and impatience. A situation isn't moving fast enough. A relationship isn't moving fast enough. It could be draining you emotionally. And you've been longing for change. And although one door is closing, don't focus all your energy on the relationship that's ending, on the closure that's happening, that it's a painful closure. Watch for synchronistic events that bring your life back together. Have faith in divine timing, that everything changes for a reason. Now let's clarify your financial stake in this King of Pentacles. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles for my collective? It is in reverse. Is this the person they're dealing with, or is this them? All right, so community, this is other people, okay? This is the garden. This means the collective. This means a group or others, public, if you will. So this King of Pentacles, clarifying that with the moon for you, means secrets will come to light. Secrets will be made public, all right? Their wrong financial undoings are going to be made right. There's a promise with the ring. Everything that goes around comes around, full circle, and you're going to be able to move forward. Very 3 of Wands, like finally moving forward. You can you can expect things to move forward to the tree of life here. So things are going to grow and change for you, and they're going to want to make amends with you. They're going to want to fix this connection. But I think that's the problem. The Mountain. The Mountain is, are they ever going to be able to make peace with you? Will they ever be in your good graces again? It comes down to this, my friends, and I'm about to have closure on the financial reading. Someone tried to financially hurt you. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, I don't know, but they did. They tried to hurt you. They tried to take something that was yours. They lied about it. They were being sneaky. They were taking advantage of you in some way. They thought they had a win and a victory, but they didn't. I feel like this is an earth sign. that you've been dealing with. But they will not get away with it. They're not going to get their way. They're not going to get what it is that they want, because karma, fate, and the wheel of fortune is in your favor, not theirs. And Jupiter is in your favor, not theirs. So now we're going to clarify with a message from the spirit animals, what advice they can give you about them wanting to mend this relationship, because I feel like you knew them well and they took advantage of that because you guys were so close. And how are they going to fix this? Oh, with a little grace. They're asking for a little grace. Okay, some mercy. This is the swan, and it's literally the word grace, and this is an iris. It's a very deep purple, which is loyalty and honor, commitment. And it says, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Are you going to give them grace? I guess it depends on who this is. If it's an ex-spouse or a parent or a child or a best friend or a coworker you've worked many years with, I guess it just depends on your relationship. But if swans mean anything to you, then you should take that message and remember to have dignity and grace. And forgiveness is not about making them get away with it or making the other party feel better. It's about you being in the energy of letting it go, not carrying the weight like an anvil around your ankle, dragging around hate, anger, and a grudge, and, just letting it go. By no means does that mean they have a free pass and a golden ticket to come and disrespect you in every way again. But it just means that you've forgiven and you have an open slate, a clean slate, that I'm going to have boundaries up, but whatever the universe writes, how it writes our story, I guess I'm open to it. We'll see what happens. That kind of a pure, white, clean slate. I don't know. That's a message from the animals. Okay. Well, we're going to let this financial reading go, and we're going to get into love. Okay. All right, my friends, my prince. Okay. Let's clear the air now and get into love. Thank you, Jessie. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's hard to hit every nail on the head for every viewer, but I just read what comes out. Spirit, please use these cards to guide and direct the proper, appropriate message for who needs to hear it when it comes to relationships, marriage, love, and romance. Show me. Oh, first card out, the loudest, the Tower. Oh, we got two. We got a bonus. Karmically, what's going on with your love? So bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Wands here at the bottom. Listen, the person you're dealing with doesn't want to admit it, but they want to come out of silence. They want to come out of a quarrel, a disagreement, a separation, a ghosting, whatever drama you've had with them, whatever fight. They want to fix it. They've been thinking about you a lot since you guys had a falling out, since you guys had a tower moment. It was a big tower moment. And there was a lot going on in this person's life. And they might have taken some stuff out on you. And it was unjust and unfair. And I think they're coming to a place with their chagrin that they realize they were in the wrong. Now, they do want to come back with some kind of an apology. They don't know how to say, I'm sorry. Maybe they're too proud to say they're sorry. This person has a lot of ego. You're dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces or a Leo or a Libra. And they just are full of ego, my friend. They hate to admit that they're wrong. But they're going to break. And when they break, believe me, the admittance of guilt is going to flow. Absolutely. It looks like they've already tried to break the ice by like a quick text or a quick call, but it wasn't obvious. And they made it like it was about something else. Like, oh, I was just calling to see if you got the lawnmower back. Or, yeah, I was just reaching out to see how the kids were. Yeah, I just want to talk to them. And you're like, this is weird because you never called before for them, or you never called before to check if I got anything. So why, oh, why would you call now? Is it guilt? Is it shame? Is it an excuse? Who knows? But the reasons in their mind, Nine of Swords, that they feel they need to reach back out, they will be reaching out. Now, this is an argument that you guys saw coming. Like, this is not a surprise. Oh my God, we never fight. I can't believe we fought. I can't believe this happened to us. Like, this is not that kind of a relationship. This is, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming to a head. You knew there was stress and there was other reasons that all behind this came into being. And so you're like, I'm not surprised that we had a falling out. Karmically, you're supposed to get what you want out of love. There's something stirring in the universe where you no longer have to wait for your twin flame or the man or woman you have passions for. For whatever reason, the universe is like, you don't need to wait. Nope, you've done the work. You're deserving, you're earning. Your partner needs to wake up and see where they've been wrong. I looked up at the clock, I saw 44 and 14. So 444 really coming out, which is stability, certainty, and it's solid. Your person is very, very defensive. And I think that's been a lot of your problems. That's been like a challenge in your love life, is defensiveness. Now, this could be you. Maybe you're ultra defensive, but maybe it's your person. And you're just like, that has been the center of our problem from day one. If I say anything, if I do anything, I'm walking on eggshells, and they're super defensive. So you've just learned not to say anything, but recently you kind of just let it off. You had to let off some steam, and you've had to just say what you needed to say. And they're supposed to change their mind. They're supposed to broaden their horizons and see the truth and see that they are wrong. Now, in the future, they're going to reach out and talk to you because they want to put an end to the drama, the no communication, the tension, the argument. So I definitely see your partner reaching out. Within days, so within about a week and a half, your partner should be reaching out to you to make amends for this terrible fight or argument. What needs to come out? Spirit, show me love for my collective. So we have the Chariot in the reverse. You'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. All the signs say that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Ooh, I love her purple petunias. All right. So we do have the Hanged Man. It is in reverse, though. It's like you guys are stuck until they budge. You don't have to budge. They have to budge. That's why you're stuck. But you are going to get that apology. You are going to get them reaching out. That's what I'm feeling. That's the total vibe I'm feeling. 100%. The Chariot says, in reverse, someone may feel like a snail. Like anything is faster than them right now. People are passing them by in relationships and marriage. And you're wondering, will I ever get there? Will I ever have a relationship like that? Remember, just because they're going faster doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. You'll get there at your own pace. Keep your eyes forward and just keep going. So I feel like my collective is very sensitive and you're just like, but my friend has had a 20-year marriage, but I'm approaching this certain age and I should be settled and in a relationship by now. Whatever you're feeling and you feel like you're at a snail's pace and you're just not moving forward in love, just relax. Relax, seriously, because you found someone. They just need to get correct with themselves. So don't judge your quick movement based on other people's. In due time, it will come. It will come when the time is right. It's already moving. We are at another standstill issue, but it's not your issue, it's theirs. And have some relief about that. At least know that you're doing a lot of things right. I'm not saying you're perfect and you're making every right decision, because I don't think any of us are, but I'm saying you're on the right path and don't worry about how fast that path is. Remember to just find peace in the present moment. We saw that in your financial reading, but for me, this is a lot like those 4 cups, and you keep getting 4s in reverse, and that's a habit, and that's something that keeps coming up in your reading, 4 reverse, 4 reverse, 4 reverse, and that always means, oh, we're not stable. We're not in the present moment. We're not mindful. We're not meditating. We're not at peace. Okay, you feel like the ground under you is completely unstable and you've got nothing to stand on. You're just falling through space. I need you to get grounded. So find a spot in your home or in your yard or at a park and just go and find yourself a space that you can make peace with the present and get grounded. Because regardless of what's spinning on around you, you need to stay centered. You are the sun in your universe. Everything else is going to keep spinning, but you need to be grounded. And the Judgment card, let's go ahead and read that for your relationship. Going about her day as usual, this witch catches something at the corner of her eye. In her flower box, she finds a white feather. It's a sign that she's begun to associate with her spirit guides. Perhaps you too have been seeing some signs like white feathers. If not, then this is a call that very well, this could be the sign. But what does it mean? You might be asking, well, it can mean anything you want it to mean, but you may choose to take it as a confirmation that your guides are with you and they love you unconditionally. And though it may not be a clear sign, Just know that your current ideas and actions are aligned with your soul purpose. At the very least, even if your sign doesn't make sense, just know that it means you're on the right track. Less questioning, more trust needs to be given. I love that. Let's see where your partner's coming from. Your partner is still struggling to overcome some self-imposed limiting beliefs, which is why they're the Hanged Man in reverse, because they're not looking at it. They're struggling to overcome these stubborn belief systems. They might believe something about marriage or religion or money or kids or anything. And you're like, God, you're so stubborn. Can you stop? Why are you so stubborn? They're struggling with it, okay? Let's get another message. We are divine counterparts. See, they may be a grouch, they may be stubborn, they may be a real problem sometimes, but they're your person. They're your little person, okay? And you are divinely guided together. It is for some divine reason. They're working on some spiritual work and self-discovery right now. So they're kind of going inward, very hermit mode, which kind of explains that 9 of Wands. Like, ugh. And earlier they got 9 of Swords right here. 9. So yeah, they're really doing some introspective stuff. You are my lifeline. I can't lose you. So you're very important to them. They know that their actions have risked this relationship. They don't want you to disappear. They don't want to push you away completely. Believe me, they're struggling with their ego and their beliefs to come out of their little shell and say, hey, positive news. I love you. I'm sorry. I was wrong. You know, can you forgive me? I've been a real pain in your ass. I'm sorry about that. I really am working on myself. Because bottom line, they're in a deep, dark time, and they need some isolation. They need some of this time alone. So if you guys have had a separation, this Tower, just know that it's for them, not for you. You're not a bad girl or a bad boy that needs to be punished by the universe. You messed up, you did something wrong, and you don't get a union. Has nothing to do with that. But it has everything to do with them overcoming some real damaging belief systems. So in this case, it really is about them. And it's definitely not about you. That's the epiphany that I think you need to have. Let's see what other oracle here. How about, where's my romance angels? Oh, here they are. Yes, romance angels. Let's get a romance angel about your love life. Because this is a major life choice, right? Choosing your partner. Sometimes the universe chooses them for you, but it still doesn't hurt to get some guidance. Please, Spirit, give us a love oracle message about this romantic relationship for my collective. Okay. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of the holiday together. Past life relationship. You know, why don't you just take it easy? It kind of feels like a honeymoon to have this separation. And I am hearing this, and I know you hate it, but, well, sometimes, yeah, the absence makes their little heart grow fonder of you because they're not going to be able to stop thinking about you. And when that happens, they can't wait to get back with you. They can't wait to get back in connection. Which you all know, after the breakup, after the argument, after the separation, comes the honeymoon. Which is like after the thunderstorm comes the sun. You know, so it's like, all right, enjoy this little separation. And I am hearing with that past life card, we were together once before, and we're going to be together again. Because we have known each other many lifetimes. And this is just a season of our lives. That's kind of what I feel. And look at that. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And then we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. It's always those ones that give you the trouble that are worth it. Really. Everyone acts like they want that easy relationship that everyone has. Oh, I want that easy one. They got together, they got married right away, and then life was just great for them. So you think. It's not. It's really not. It's a lot of glitz and glamour. It's a lot of exterior photos. It's not the interior. Don't believe so quickly that the people that have those so-called easy relationships have it better. Believe me, there are issues. I see people that look like they have the perfect marriage on the outside. They argue a lot in the home. They don't ever have sex. They don't ever do it. They hardly eat a warm dinner. Their vacations are a lot of stress, arguments. So believe me, the people that are like, oh, we have the best, it looks the best, there's a lot of problems underneath. And then there's people that you see that look like they're always having fun. Oh, but they're having coffee dates, but they're going on dates, they're going to movies, they're going to vacations, they're having kiddos, and like life is just going great for them. They always look happy. They're always kissing and hugging and smiling. True, they may have the best SDX life you've ever known. They may be truly in love and they're on cloud 9 every day. But when you meet those people, there's a lot of financial stress. Someone or both parties lack a lot of responsibility. They're behind on bills, or they're behind on laundry, or they're behind on, life maturity-wise. And it's like because they spend so much time being in love that they forget the other stuff. So where I'm going with this is it doesn't matter what other couple you're comparing yourself to. Don't envy them. Don't covet them. Don't be jealous. Don't judge yourself and say you're not on track. You are on track for you. And your relationship is very different than other people's. You're special. It is different. I was looking at the bottom of the deck here. Not your typical love story. Okay, it's not typical. So what? So what if it's not like them? But it's still awesome, and it's still beautiful, and it's your story. And it's special, and it's romantic, and it's affectionate, and it's fun. It's a lot of beautiful, good things. So let's focus on the good. Your partner is sorry. They have not put their tails between their legs yet and admitted that. But the cards are revealing to me their secret is they are sorry for the tension and the argument and the drama. Okay, so you're going to get an apology here within a month. I know it seems, oh, that's a while. But hey, 30 days isn't so bad. You're going to have to wait on it. They're very, very stubborn. Okay, so let's take a look at your fortune cookie for love. These are available on my website if you're interested in ordering this. This can come with a free reading today if you order a deck of cards. There's your fortune. Bottom of the deck, brace yourself. This is divinely guided. Ooh, no stopping this train. All right, so again, just that confirmation, soulmate, past life, and it says divine counterparts. This is the one. And if you're looking for that divine message, it's right here. This is the one. Zodiac signs, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, and Pisces for who you're dealing with, okay? It could be you, though. And your cookie says, lucky numbers, angel numbers. And see, earlier we saw 444. So that could be your angel number. It could also be any of these other ones mentioned here. Just know, if you're seeing those numbers repetitively, it confirms this story. It confirms this message. You are on a divine path with a divine person and a divine relationship. I feel strongly it's 4s for you because you got 3 4 cards in reverse, 2 4 cups, 1 4 swords. So that reinforced the 444. We saw 444 in the reading. And now we're seeing it here again. So I really believe that that is your number, but please keep an open mind with all of them. Let's get a tarot oracle. What is to come in your love life? Oh, we got 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups. Look at the angel numbers, 8, 8. Now this is walking away. If your life feels stale, explore new scenery. 8 of Swords, stop overthinking and just do it. So for a lot of you guys, maybe just one of you, you're afraid to walk away. If I walk away, I'll never see them again. If I turn my back and stop feeding this relationship, they'll disappear. They'll go off and they'll meet someone else, or they're going to give up on me. They're never going to want to work on things. I can't leave, Steph. But these cards are saying, no, it's okay to close the door and walk away. Why? Because it's divinely guided. Meaning you could walk 1,000 miles away and they'd still be right there. So it's like, don't be afraid to look outside and get away from this. Because your partner's been draining you. And you've got to be firm with them, Queen of Swords. Don't lower your expectations for them. Are you the kind of person that always coddles them? We got 2 Queen of Swords in this reading. The advice from the cards is to be tough, to be firm with them. That's the only way they're going to be sorry. That's the only way they're going to reach back out. You cannot coddle. You can't be sweet. You're going to have to be firm. You're going to have to say, listen, I'm not comfortable with sitting in your negative energy. I'm not comfortable with you taking advantage of my boundaries. I'm not comfortable with your silent treatment. And you fill in the blank. The cards are saying, put your foot down. In this card, this witch has just not been happy. And sometimes we stay where we're no longer happy because it's all we've ever known. And we aren't so sure that we would find happiness anywhere else, or even alone. But consider this. If you're unhappy with him or her, what's the harm in at least trying? See what you can do for yourself. I can't tell you what to do with your life, obviously, but as for this card, it's about walking away and finding another path. Maybe you should consider the same. The worst thing that could happen is that you don't quite find the path you were looking for, but the best thing is that you find everything you've been looking for. And it's saying, don't be afraid to walk away. Even if this is your soulmate, love of a lifetime, don't be afraid to close the door on them. If they're meant to be yours, and we know they are, they'll come back. And you're too afraid to take this risk. You're afraid to close the door. You're afraid, you really are. You're fearful. You're fearful that if you get stern with them, if you put your guard up, you're going to scare them away. It doesn't matter so much what others think. It's about doing what's best for you. Stop stressing out so much. Once your mind has a clear channel, you'll be able to find the power to find the best choice. You're doing the best you can. And I think you feel like you're under pressure. If your partner has been putting pressure on you to do things you don't want to do, put up with stuff you don't want to put up with, stop. Go get a support team or a support group or a counselor or whatever and just be like, help. I got to get out of this. Because you just feel stuck. All right. Let's get a message from your partner. Spirit, guide, and direct me for a message directly from the partner of the person who's watching. Wow, you got soulmate again. We have a special connection, my love. We've done this before. That's crazy. Reiterating 2 cards that you've gotten from the romance angels and this one card. You know, the fact that you even give them the time of day after the BS they throw your way shocks them. They're shocked that you even put up with their behavior. So they want you to stand your ground. They want you to stand up for yourself. They want you to stop taking it. You turn me on in unexpected ways at unexpected times. So you also got your body is my weakness and your eyes see into my soul. So they're very attracted to you. And it's like, please don't give up on us. I promise I'll be back soon. So they don't want you to go. They're very attracted to you sexually. King of Wands, they want you. You're the ultimate partner for them. But they do want you to stand up for yourself. You can't keep playing these games. And where does the map say you and your love interest are headed? Heal the ouch. It's time for a great soothing. But this card has been urging you to make, for them to make amends for the harm that they've caused you. They've been selfish, they've been greedy, and they've been inconsiderate. They've harbored resentment towards you that was unfair, and they've harmed you in the past, and they haven't made amends. They need to practice that introspective honesty, and they need to trust that if you do love them, you will have forgiveness. But they have to surrender, and they have to start wanting to heal the old hurts to begin anew. They cannot just skip all the things they've done to you and get to the good stuff. They have to make right what they've done. They have to forgive themselves, and they have to be humble and willing to admit their faults and their weaknesses and their imperfections to themselves and you. They have to be willing to walk the talk and take the path of the shaman. So they have to enlighten themselves and see old wounds. Now, I think this is where they're headed. I think this is exactly where they're headed. But it starts with you putting your firm foot down and saying, I'm not going to continue this. What has been your partner's shadow lately? What are they putting up with? What's causing them to reflect? Excuses. Excuses and an escapist. This is what's causing them to reflect. A, you're jumping ship. You're done with their BS. 2, they know they've just given excuse after excuse and you're tired of it. Or whoever they're dealing with is just tired of it. But this has been their shadow. This is what they're looking at. Wow, look at all my BS. Nobody wants to stick around for my BS. Everyone's tired of hearing my excuses. Everyone's heard every excuse in the book. No. Sumo, go to bed. Sumo. Go to bed. No. Up. Go to bed. Up. Go to bed. Sorry, guys. Go to bed. All right. That being said, let's get a message from the animals, the animal kingdom, about your love message. Okay. Spirit, what do the animals want to say to assist everyone here in their love story? I'm hearing that song by Mariah Carey, Love Takes Time, to heal when you're hurting so much. So, it's an old 90s song. Look it up, Mariah Carey, Love Takes Time. So we have horse and freedom. Somebody could be a horse. Maybe horse is their Chinese zodiac sign. But it says, your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change to accomplish your dreams. So running like wild horses. You know, the horses want to be free. They don't want to be corralled in. You might be dealing with someone that likes freedom, doesn't like marriage or doesn't like restraint, doesn't like to be controlled. Or maybe that's you. They want to roam. They want to feel free, but still part of a herd. So you and this person can wander, but wander together. Don't try to control one another. Let the other person be who they are, be free to express themselves. And don't forget to express yourself. You don't need to be corralled either. Don't let them corral you. Horse is a strong message, though, because bottom of the deck is the unicorn. So it's crazy that both are coming out as horses. And it says infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. So your love, again, not traditional, not typical, beyond ordinary. You guys are like wild horses. And the horses remain close, even though they go far places together. They roam, they come apart, they come back together. So I just feel like that's kind of your story. You guys drift apart and you come back together. You always know where home is. And home, in many lifetimes, is in different places. But you always find your way, and you're very loyal. So that being said, that's a message from them. In the heart of the love reading, we'll do a love oracle. You guys got that one? It says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And that's kind of what you've been hearing throughout this entire video. Through money and relationships. Wait. What's that one song? Wait. They don't love you like I love you now. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. I don't know what song that is. But wait. Again, just saying let nature take its course. Don't feel like you have to push this forward in any way. And I think you need to have a little trust. This is your guy. This is your girl. Meaning it doesn't matter where they go, who they're with, what they're doing. They're always going to be drawn back to you. That is the story of your story. All right, so we've concluded the love reading. Now we're going to get to family. This could be your own family, your children, and your spouse, or your kid's father, kid's mother, however you want to put that. This could also be in regards to your mom, your dad, your brothers and sisters. Yeah, so whatever this relates family to you, this is going to be a family reading. Could be in-laws, whatever that is. Okay. Okay. All right, so Spirit, show me the family situation. So you guys have been stressed out over family, sleepless nights, nightmares, worries, fears, lots of fears. Feeling like you made the wrong choice or someone made the wrong choice. Oh, I got a bonus card. Two of Cups, King of Swords. All right, bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And after that, believe it or not, is the Happy Family, the rainbow card, the 10 of Cups. Interesting. Right now, honestly, someone or many people are throwing this family, this love of the family down the toilet. The cup of love is draining. Love in the family is just drifting away, going downstream. It's being poured out. I feel like you are stressed about this. You hate this. And you know they're making the wrong choice. I feel like you have tried to make things better. You have tried your best. This might be an argument, concerns with money or relationship, love, whatever, but you've done everything you could do, 8 of Pentacles, to just try to make this better and give it some good vibes. Just give it your all, if you will. Your time, your energy, your effort, your focus. You've given so much. Your family also feels they also have given so much. So they feel like, hey, you think you're giving? We're giving. We've given so much. But both sides can't be telling the truth. But somewhere in the middle lies the truth. I think both of you have tried. Both of you have given so much. Yes, my email should be in the description, or check your order form on your emails and just reply to that email, and you should be able to reach me. But this 9 of Swords is this complete and ultimate despair, stress, and worry, and I just can't get over it. I can't get over the hurdle of the stress and the anxiety and the worry over where this family is headed. And you feel like you guys are headed off a cliff, off a ditch, like this family's not going to be repairable. It's never going to be able to come back to life after this. And so you're just like, I don't know. We were once a very, very happy family. We loved each other. We cared deeply for one another. And now it's just down the drain. You feel like people are not giving enough effort to this. You're like, where's your effort? Are you going to try harder? Are you going to pull out another go here? Are you going to keep trying, or are you just giving up? And you're wondering, how could they just give up? How could they not want to revive this? We're family. Family doesn't give up on family. And that image, the family, the mom, the dad, the child, they represent the family, you know, and they represent the past, present, and future. They have history, and it's getting brought back to life. Something's coming awake again, but it's in reverse. So it's about perhaps even refusing to let go of something. And this is keeping you stuck in this moment. And it may mean that you want everything to remain as it is, or they want everything to remain as it is, but it can't. And it's about change is inevitable. And someone may be forced, which is probably you, to move on, even if you don't feel ready. But you know that it's for your own good. It's for your own good. And it says, keep doing the right thing. Keep being a good person. Keep working on yourself, working on what's in front of you. Now, the person that you're dealing with in this family scenario, you once had a really good relationship with them. You guys were close, but they turned toxic. Somehow, this family member that you loved to death, you would have done anything for, became this terrifying tyrant. They blocked their feelings. They no longer wanted to have emotions or feelings for you. They're too assertive. They're kind of an a-hole. They're unfair and they're unbalanced. And they're manipulative. They're cruel. They're demanding. And they're intimidating. And all they want to do is dominate. And they will not consider your feelings about this. It is their world, and that is the end of the story. And this is going to lead to heartbreak, not just for you, but for them. They're hurting themselves, and they're hurting you. You know, the 3 of Swords represents the ultimate heartbreak, the betrayal. and them choosing someone else over you. They could be choosing a spouse over you. They could be choosing another kid over you. They could be choosing whatever, but it affects you so much to where you're like, how could you do that to me? How could you be so cold to me, but you're so loving to somebody else? And what is it really about? What is this person being so cruel to you all about? It's all about plans moving forward. Somebody had plans. Somebody had a promise. Somebody believed this is going to move forward in a certain way. Let's just say they had expectations and they saw a goal being made. But this was a heavy cross to carry. It was a heavy burden. So they saw forever with you. This family saw a good future, but this relationship got really heavy. Oh, okay. Well, then my email is contact@jks1111.com. So here we have this, you were too difficult. This is where they're coming from. It also can be flipped to where this family member, Libra, Aquarius, very strong, Cancer even, they were too difficult for you to carry. They were too difficult for you to have a relationship with. They made the relationship very difficult. Why is this happening now of all times? We have a child coming, or a message about a child, a new beginning and a fresh new start. We have the letter. Oh, we got a bonus. We have the letter and the marriage and the relationship. And the family tree. So we have quarrels and fights. Quarrels and fights about children, marriages, promises, and communications back and forth. This is the family tree keeps growing. It's solid, it's rooted. But karmically, the reason this is happening, sometimes when a child comes in to the family, it brings karma with it for the family. This child could be representing karma that needs to fall down on someone. And it was just meant to play out this way. It was meant to carry a lot of arguments about stability that is not happening. Someone's not stable. Someone doesn't feel anchored and secure. Someone's really worried about money and they're trying to get a shortcut. Someone wanted to just take a shortcut, go the easy way. But there is no easy way. We have to deal with the problem at hand. So this does have to do with the child. It does have to do with a future that somebody thought would be easier, but it's not. And that's why this family dynamic is falling apart. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups again. I do think overall an apology will be made in this family dynamic. Because romanticize the present every chance you get. I think there's a lot of love here. The Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. Now, I know we're dealing with some toxic tyrant because they're wrapped up in, it feels like, financial worry. So from financial worry, they've become a tyrant. And they're not looking at things as a whole, as a family tree, a family unit. They're being a little bit more selfish. And they're worrying about they themselves. and their partner. Okay? It's just them. They're not worried about the child. They're not worried about the other family members. They're not worried about anything. They're just focused on themselves. And they had dreams. This could be someone, I had dreams before children. I had dreams of retirement. I had dreams of this and that. And it's been a heavy burden to be in this family. And it's cost me a lot of money and time and patience. And I'm frustrated and I want a quick out. I want a quick investment. I want quick money. I want to get out of it now. And it's like the judgment card says, that's not your karma. Your karma is to carry the heavy cross. Your karma is to work together, Three of Pentacles. You're supposed to work together, build together, and let's say the word teamwork. Teamwork makes the spell work. So only when everyone works together does this train get going. But this person doesn't want to involve you. They want to cut you out. And you've been putting in all the money and all the time and all the energy into this family or into this investment, whatever this is. You've put everything into this. And they've put minimal. They've taken a shortcut. And this could mean you've gotten the counseling, you've gotten the work done, you've done introspection, shadow work, and they haven't done anything. And you're like, Steph, they're throwing away this relationship, Ace of Cups in reverse. Why are they throwing our relationship away? Why are they throwing our family away? Why? I think with selfishness comes to mind. Selfishness and greed, control. Some people are just like that. It's unfortunate. Let's see what this is saying. While it may be tempting to do everything on their own, they're working towards something that would greatly benefit from the outside opinion by collaboration. It's important to open themselves up to new ideas that they wouldn't normally consider. God, they're just ruining everything. You guys could have all come together as a family and been strong and invested together. But they got selfish. They got greedy. They got focused on self-preservation. Like a robot, honey, they're not being, this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This family member is a freaking robot. They do not have emotions or feelings. They threw that away. They've broken your heart, Three of Swords. And there is someone that is a coward. They're a pussy. They're too scared to stand up and do the right thing. This could be a dad or mom or a spouse of someone that's a brother or sister, in-laws, whoever this is, cousin, but they're cowards. Someone who is in relationship with them is too much of a coward because now they're acting like a robot. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Whatever you want, dear. Whatever you need, whatever you say, whatever you want. And the other person is being a tyrant, cracking the whip, causing arguments, problems, drama. They're just cracking the whip everywhere, and it's just going to get everyone hurt. And you're still trying to repair it. You're still trying to work on it, but they could care less. They are throwing the cup of love away from this family. It's a very one-sided situation. They have only given their opinion, and it's only their side. So no one else gets to hear your side. And you know what they say? Narcissists are doing that. Narcissists gaslight you, and they also send their flying monkeys on you, and they tell their flying monkeys their golden children or their golden friends or their preferred family members. They tell them only their side of the story. Well, woe is me. I'm the victim. I've been hurt. I've been damaged because of them or this. and their wrong judgment in the reverse. They have spewed out anger and hate and venom only to corroborate their story on their side, to make them look like the victim, which is a classic narcissist. And then they turn these other people against you. And now they're all attacking you too. Well, let's get our pitchforks. Let's all go after them. They're toxic anyways. They're trash. We don't need their love. We don't need them in the family. We can be without them. Let's repo their car. Let's take their house. Let's repossession everything. Meanwhile, they're the ones being the thieves. They're the ones stealing the piggy bank. But they're making everyone else think the worst. It could be they're saying that they're the ones who are really the ones attacked when they're the ones that started the argument. They created the fight, but they're twisting stories. And we have vengeful. So this is that toxic air sign, King of Swords in reverse. This person is taking revenge on you. Why? What's the big secret? Why do they have to take revenge on you? Why are they coming at you so harshly? What is this revenge they're taking out on my collective? Why is this family member being so toxic? 8 of Swords comes up and 9 of Wands. It would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you. So they've been beating you up. They've been keeping your mouth shut. Stop overthinking and just do it. They want you to shut up and go along with whatever they say. If you don't shut up and do what they say, then they're going to come at you with revenge. This is respect me, but really respect means obedience, which is the tyrant's form of control, saying, oh, I will punish you who don't respect me. Someone in this family dynamic is highly controlling. This could be your spouse. This could be your mom, your dad, your step-parent. This could be someone in your family that has control over the estates, whatever, but they are taking complete control and it's completely unfair. And it's all because you voice your mind, you voice your opinion. And they really just want you to shut up and just take whatever they dish out and agree with everything that they say. They want you to be a robot. Why don't you be a good little boy and a good little girl like everyone else and get in line? Get in line and cooperate. Teamwork. Obey. Be obedient. This is like Darth Vader and the Sith Lord. This is awful. This is terrible. And nobody wants to really be under Darth, but they're scared of his tyranny, so they do it. And so here you are, you're like, you know what? I'm going to stand up for myself. 9 of Wands. Because 9 of Wands always stands up for themselves. And they get wounded. They get hurt. But they're still standing. And I think you've stuck up for yourself. And I think that's why they're taking revenge. Because you stood up for yourself. You had a voice. You used it. And after everything they've thrown at you, you're still standing. Shockingly. So where are you guys headed in this family dynamic? Spirit, where is this person headed? We have the Golden Palace. All right, bottom of the deck is the Gentle Gardener in reverse. Okay. So when this card comes upright, it represents good fortune. Wow, just like earlier part of your reading with the Wheel of Fortune, you get more fortune. You guys keep getting the golden opportunity. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, honey, and prosperity. It also indicates emotional fulfillment. And perhaps you're entering into a time of happiness that's long overdue. And I think it is, because bottom of the deck, you get your happiness. You get your 10 of Cups. They may be stealing your joy right now. They may be dumping out every bit of love you give them, and they just toss it on the ground like it means nothing to them because they're a robot. But you of all the people in this story, you get the golden palace. You get the wheel of fortune. You get the golden opportunity, not them. So this message is here to show you that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, what you look like, or how abundant you are. Instead, it comes from a place of authenticity, living your life genuinely and with good intention. Selflessness. How authentically have you been living your life? How much love are you willing to share? Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go. And knowing the true value in life, which is love and family, are the greater riches. So share the wealth. The people that are in your family are being taught the opposite side of this. They are being taught to let go of the money or things that they hold on so tightly. They're being taught to let go of a belief system that security and success has to look a certain way. Now is the time for you to conserve your energy and count your blessings, because they're going to be reset and they're going to resist the flushing out of their system of being miserly that is about to happen. And they're going to have to be drained. They're going to have to give you money, or they're going to have to give you an inheritance, or they're going to have to give you something of abundance, or they're going to have to watch you be blessed in front of them, and they're not going to get any part of that. Because this is a time of ebb and flow. This is the time of karmic choices. This is the time where judgment looks at the hearts of those who, remember, the ones that give, gather. The ones that conserve, save, and are miserly, worried about lack of money, they have to lose it. Okay? And the ones that have been stressed, hurting, but always giving, they're the ones that will be rewarded. This is a time where the real genuine part of someone's heart is going to be revealed. What was deepest in their heart? Did they always want to give? Did they give freely? Did they give love without conditions, without strings? Or did they always expect some return, some respect, some glory? What did they expect in return for their love, their affection, their time, their money? They expected a return on their investment. That person is going to get dealt with. And they're either going to watch you be blessed and they're not going to have any part of it, or they're going to have their blessings be taken from them and given to you. That's the story. That's what's happening. All right, well, you know what? That's it. That concludes this message. Let's get a fortune cookie for family. Oh, before I go, I forgot to read this little bottom piece here. The Gentle Gardener. I'm sorry, I did forget that. Real quick, and it says here, someone is harboring resentments. Remember this in family. How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? You know, this is someone that affirms to the universe over and over again, I'm going to be disconnected from my children, or I'm going to be disconnected from my grandchildren. There's so many people disconnected from their children and grandchildren. I am disconnected from my children and grandchildren. They speak it so much over time that it really happens. And what they thought was disconnect wasn't. And now they're really going to experience what disconnect really feels like. It's like that, speaking things into existence, creating your worst fears into your reality. And if you speak things like, my children only take advantage of me, or only being used, no one cares about us, we're all alone, you're speaking those things into existence. And then it happens. They get to experience their own creation. And that's the gentle gardener in reverse. And it says, every time you send a seed or you send a desire for something, but you secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, or someone hates you secretly, you plant seeds that are weeds in the field of your dreams. And when the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds this person to be aware of the negative thoughts, negative words, and selfish motives. Even those motives of fear. We're never going to be secure. We need to think about our retirement. We're going to suffer. We need to get this in order, or we're going to suffer. See, these are the seeds planted, and it will come to fruition. So pay close attention of the seeds of thoughtfulness and thoughtlessness that you plant into your world. Weeds choke the life out of a beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once this individual recognizes this evil seed, they can always remove it and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is the most powerful restorative tool, but also self-reflection and responsibility. All right. So that was that card, and that's what they're going through. So let's get your fortune cookie. What is the results of your family? Karma. What goes around comes around, my friend. Do not feel bad. You keep getting this wheel of fortune, this wheel of karma. I want you to remember, everyone has choices. And if you feel bad that someone made the wrong choice, that's still theirs, and you can't change it for them. What goes around comes around. And you, if it's you in the good seat today, you're receiving the golden palace. You're receiving the wheel of fortune. You're receiving that 10 of cups. You're going to get your joy, your happiness, and your good karma. You're going to get money and abundance and health and so many good things. But if someone you love, or it could be you, is receiving bad karma, and they are receiving loss, they're receiving isolation, they're receiving financial struggles, they're receiving bad health, they're receiving bad things, just know that that's their karma. They have to answer for it. They have to deal with it. And if they want to stop the bad that's coming around to them, they need to plant better seeds. This is their garden, and we each have one. So yeah, fortune cookie for family. What goes around comes around. Whoever has done you dirty and has been a evil King of Swords in reverse, this tyrant, karma's coming for them. Bottom of the deck, we have again, a lie has speed, but truth has endurance, deception. Whoever's been lying, the truth will come out. And they may have gotten away with something in the forefront in the beginning, but not long term. They're not going to get away with it in the long term. Okay, someone's going to have to pay for what they did. All right, guys, well, I'm going to let you go. I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. I got to take a break. I got to use the bathroom. I need a drink. I need to fix kids' food. I have to do some dishes. And then I will be back, and I want to do some readings. I'd like to already have a list. I'd like to see everyone purchase the reading online in a donation or Cash App. It's $80 for a reading. I'd like to see everyone purchase it, but if you can't right now, that's understandable. I am going to be doing my subscribers, my members on my website today. So right now, and you might want to check your membership status, because if you are disenrolled or your card was not ran through, you will not be read today. But we have Sunval, we have Ellen Wilkstorm, we have Sheena Allen, or Atlas, I think it's Allen. We have Peaches, and that's it for right now for who's been charged. There's several people that your card was ran through, but it did not go through. And I think it tried twice. So you might have to update your card to make sure you're still a member. But the website is up and running and working for Sunval, for Peaches, for Sheena, and for Ellen. So it should be working for everyone else. So I'll go back and check it before I come live. But those are the people. And Doja, you did? Okay, so Doja, you're going to be on that list as well if you got yourself taken care of. So yes, all members will be read today. You're going to have a full reading. If you want to email me your birthday info, I know you've done it before, but do it again. Or I could just look it up on the messages. I will give you a short overview of your astrological reading as well. So if you want to be a member, please subscribe. The ultimate members, the VIP members, the Grand Masters, you guys get the astrology and your tarot. The inner circle members, the entry members, you guys will just get the tarot. But yes, if you are a VIP member, please send me your birthday info and I'll let you know what the stars are showing for your situations right now. Okay. And that being said, Doja, you're going to do you're still waiting for the coaching to take off. That's right. I know I've been going through so much, Doja. So much. I felt like I just couldn't have the heart to guide you when I'm going through so much. The shingles, the family court, my grandma, physical stuff, the kids, graduation. I feel like there's just a lot going on. So the best form of coaching I can give you is to take care of me, which I'm going to suggest you take care of you in these times so I can be the best coach. The kids should graduate this summer here. I'm hoping this month we can take off with the coaching, but I want to get everything set up. I'm getting the right candles. I'm getting the right spell work for us. I'm getting the right sessions. I actually have a book that I kind of prepare for each client to see what I would like to accomplish with you in the coaching. So do me a favor, as we get started into the coaching, I want to send you a gift because before I start coaching, I want to send a personal gift just to help you through our sessions. It's a little book and it's a little crystal, it's a little something. But thank you for choosing me to be your coach. And I need your address. So Doja, I probably already have it, but just make sure you send that in an email. And just briefly, if you want to just tell me what you're going through right now, it would better help shape my lesson plan for what I have set up for our coaching. Okay? Because I want to be well and prepared to dive into the coaching with you because we want to work on money, we want to work on relationship, and we want to work on your soul journey. I know those are the top 3 things, but I want to know what your area of focus is that you feel you need the most change in your life. We're going to touch on your feng shui. We're going to touch on everything, but do that just so I have it. And Jaquita, you're my VIP member. Yay. So Jaquita, you will be added to the list. Please send me your birthday info so I can do your astrology as well as your tarot. Thank you, Jaquita. All right. Well, I love you guys. I'm going to take that break and I will see you guys. And we'll take care of it. Eat me. Okay. You did it. Okay. So you're good on there. Eat me. All right, Jeffrey. All right. We got you taken care of. Doja and Eat Me. You guys are the basic with Sheena. So the tarot and the oracle will be today for you. If you guys want to upgrade your membership to an 88 VIP, you can. Quita, you can't figure out the email. Okay. Email me at contact@jks1111.com, which is 1111. So contact@jks. All right. Memberships should be billed on the 1st of every month. And I do that because sometimes it's billed the month before, but it doesn't get cleared the month of. And so that tends to be an issue, but I'm still going to take care of you today. But the memberships will be scheduled for the 1st. Okay, so you guys just keep that in mind. Whenever you're a member for at least 2 months, the following month it should come out on the 1st. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you in a little bit after this break. All righty, bye-bye. Oh, and remember, just keep swimming. All right, bye.